Hello folks, Dave here, Twin Home Experts. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to repair a dripping shower valve when you have a Pfister. This is the old style Pfister valve. In fact, I'm going to challenge myself here. I'm going to do this with my eyes closed. So let's see if I can pull that off, okay? So my eyes are closed. I'm not going to cheat, I promise you. Alright, so we're going to need a screwdriver and this little box wrench here. What I'm going to do is pull these tabs off. Like that. It's the hot and cold tabs. Peter, can you hold these please? Thank you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab the Phillips screwdriver and we're going to go ahead and find that screw. This is the first time I've ever done this, folks. Alright. Another thing I forgot to mention, shut the water off to the house. I think everybody knows that by now. Okay, I always leave the screws inside so that way they don't get lost. Let's set these down right here. Let's get the hot side now. Eyes are still closed. Alright. Now we're ready to take the escutcheons off, which are these chrome things. You coming in here? Just unscrew these out like this. You set these off to the side here. Here you go, Peter. Alright, so now we're left with the stems. You have to open up a little tile. Now we're ready for the box wrench here. This is a little socket that goes inside the wall. You'll see. There we go. Channel locks, Peter. So you see, folks, I got this here. All right, I'm going to open up my channel locks. Now, forgot to mention one thing. You got to make sure the you take the handle. Once you take the escutcheons off, just open up the open them up. Let me see here. Peter. So I'm going to take this stem that was in the closed position and just turn it on. Okay, Peter? Alright, now let's remove the hot side. Counterclockwise, you know, spit them all the way out. Alright, now we've got the stems. The only thing I need to open my eyes out is I need to open them up to look inside the valve here. So let's do that now. Alright, so far my eyes have been closed. How do those washers look?
They're worn.
They are worn?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see.
This one's very worn.
Okay. If you can come in real close here, one.
This one.
You can see how the washers are completely worn out. So you don't have to replace the body, you can just replace the actual washers itself. But in this case, we're going to go ahead and replace the entire body. So now what we're going to do is we're also going to, have me a seat there. These are the seats. This here screws into the valve. And this is what the stem compresses to. It actually stops the water. So if there's a little nick on these, you're still going to end up with a drippy faucet or shower valve if you don't replace this. So even though you replace these, but you have a little nick in this, it's still going to drip. So best thing to do is take your finger and move it all the way around and confirm. So far this one's very smooth and in good shape. Let's go to the hot side. Okay, now the hot side doesn't feel as smooth. So we're going to get our seat wrench. You see the seat again here? Here. Take this. This is called the seat wrench. This is going to go inside and actually unscrew it. So let's, here, hold on. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes again. I'm going to make sure it's all the way in and secured. And I'm going to go break it loose. Move it out. There's the old one. If you can come in real close here, Juan, you can see how this is kind of roughed up. So let's get the new one now. Let's stick it inside the seat wrench like this. All right, now here's, I opened up my eyes, guys. I cheated on that one a little bit. Sometimes when you go to put it in, it won't grab the threads. In this case, we're okay. But if it doesn't, get a small screwdriver, leave this in place, shove the screwdriver in there to hold it, and then start to turn at the same time, and the threads will grab. You don't want to go too tight, but you want to make sure it's not loose, because if it's loose, okay, there's that. All right, now what I like to do is I like to take this handle, open it up, so you get the thread showing here. And let's, even though they're new, let's get some stem lube. And let's grease this up here. Let me get my stem lube. All right, this is it. And then rub some grease in here. Push this down a bit, counterclockwise, to put the stem all the way back. See how that's all the way back? Now you're ready. The other thing is, you want to make sure that this washer's in place. Looks like we've got one there. Okay. And looks like we're going to do the hot side first. All right, there we go. And tighten that. And then the socket wrench, let's grab that. Channel locks. There we go. Okay. All right, that's off. Now we're going to get the hot side. Get the handle there. All right, again, we're going to open this thing up. Grab a little lube. Push this down. All right, let's see if we can do it this time around. Alright folks, a 5-minute challenge here. There we go. Alright, let me grab my socket set here. Where do my socket? Oh, here. Okay. Just leveraging the socket set to help me screw it in all the way. Channel locks. Alright, done. Now we're going to go ahead and turn the water on. Make sure there's no drip, and if there's no drip, then we can go ahead and continue putting on the handles and the escutcheon. So, Peter, you mind turning the water on?
Yeah.
No more drip. So we're going to go ahead and install the escutcheons and the handles. Alright, I'll keep my eyes open for this one just because, you know, this portion of it is pretty easy. The whole point of me closing my eyes was just to show you that it can be done pretty easy. Plus it was kind of fun and challenging. These need to be really snugged up against the tile so you don't get water in there. Might be a good idea too to consider putting a nice bead of caulking around here, especially if you're on the second floor so you don't get any chance of water dripping down inside the wall. Here's a little trick to keep in mind. Let me get the screws here. The screwdriver I have. Here's the thing with this. When you go to put your handle on, go ahead and put the handle on. Now that's in the off position. What you want to do is get out of the shower. Move the shower so you don't get wet. Turn it on again a little bit and then reset the screw again. That way you don't get a wobbly handle afterwards. Okay. Well folks, hopefully that helped give you an insight on how to repair a Pfister 2-handle faucet. As always, thanks for watching.